Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Atomic Zero of Addicted to Loot, and this is the King and the Warlord, and I'm absolutely excited about this expansion, or DLC, however you want to call it. And if you're listening to our podcast, you probably would know just exactly how much I've been looking forward to this. And it's been quite a long time since either myself or Tamale have actually had a video up on our channel, and we apologize for that, but we want to we want to get back into it. We want to get the channel back up and running. And before I get into this Let's Play, I do want to cover a few things, which is I did have three or four Let's Plays going on for the whole kind of taking a little step back with the channel, and they will sit the way they are. I'm probably not going to reopen them unless you guys, I hear from you guys and you guys want to actually bring one of them back, between the Greenskins, Warriors of Chaos, and the Beastmen. So if you want any of them back up and running or making them active, please let me know down in the comments. I gladly will reopen them if there's enough activity or support for it. That being said, I'm going to try to basically not let the same thing happen with this Let's Play. I only am going to do one Total War Warhammer Let's Play at a time, and I feel like that way I kind of got a little bit burnt out with it with my previous one, so this is going to be my only one going forward until it's over. And then I actually will change it up a little bit, getting a little bit of a variety with the channel and with my Let's Plays in particular, as well as my coverage for news and so on and so forth. Okay, so with that off the table, I want to talk about the Warlord and the King, or the King and the Warlord. I don't think order matters. It's about the dwarves of Clan Angrund and the Crooked Moon tribe of the Night Goblins. As you can see, these lovely dwarves smashing in the Night Goblins. And I've been trying to do some soul searching in terms of which one I actually want to play, because they have so many cool things between the both of them. I mean, the main reason why I actually want to play the Crooked Moons is because of the squigs. I mean, if you look in here, the fact that they get squig hoppers and an Arachnoid spider at the very start of it, and plus Karsnik is a fun little guy. He's a really cool Night Goblin, as well as his unique squig, I think, Gobbler, yeah. I mean, all this gets me excited. It's really, really cool. I feel like they'd be really fun to play, and the Greenskins are just a cool little fun faction. However, that being said, I relate a lot to the dwarves, and I actually, from a lore perspective and from a role-playing perspective, which is how I really like to play these things, I try to take it a little bit more than just the standard Total War approach or strategic approach. I would like to make it a little bit more RPG-ish, and with Clan Angrund, it's all about reclaiming Crack 8 Peats, reclaiming and striking an ancient grudge against the Night Goblins, specifically Belegar Ironhammer, this lovely guy right here. And yes, couldn't have timed that much better. Basically, he is a descendant of the once king, and his clan basically owned Correct 8 Peaks prior to the fall of the dwarves, when ultimately the universe has said, you know what, the dwarves are getting too high and mighty, let's just take them out. And, they had all sorts of different things play against them. There was earthquakes, volcanoes, and actually it happened Crack 8 Peaks was an extremely important Crack to the Dwarven realm. Very industrial. It was a heart of mining and a lot of their industrial output. However, when the fall of the dwarves occurred and a bunch of the seismic activity actually opened up a lot of pathways into Crack 8 Peaks, they actually fell victim to the Night Goblins and the Skaven. Skaven, big awesome rat man, not out yet. I'm not sure when CA will be bringing them into Total War Warhammer, but that remains to be seen. So in terms of what the current Total War Warhammer offers, we would just say that they fell to the Night Goblins. Night Goblins actually came in from underground and just laid siege to Crack 8 Peaks, to the point of the dwarves just weren't prepared for it, because these things are absolutely impenetrable, and then to actually have it happen from below ground, it's even less likely. So they were caught off guard, and they actually were forced to fled, and it is a huge grudge and an insult to a dwarf to have any type of greenskin, let alone a goblin, inherit an old ancient realm of theirs. So this whole thing is that we'll be playing Belegar, and our entire perspective here is to march towards Crack 8 Peaks. So I'm going to try to play this as first and foremost, I am going to work my way to Crack 8 Peaks as strategically as possible. And then from there, we'll go out to trying to basically combat the rest of the map. So I actually will reevaluate this when we get to Karake Peaks and take it. It might not take super long, but and then we'll actually see if do we want to keep on going, or do we actually want to switch it up then and then be the Crooked Moons and actually hold Karake Peaks and then go after the dwarves. So, with that being said, with that little bit of coverage, let's get into the more finer details. So, faction leader, Belegar Ironhammer. Look at this guy. He is basically an absolute beast on the battlefield, which, you know, for a dwarf, absolutely love. Got his, basically, lovely shield. Got his crosses and symbols on his back. Lovely battle hammer. And this is interesting because Clan, I forget, now I'm going to forget the clan name. 1 second. Yeah, Clan Angrund. Okay, so I wasn't stupid. So Clan Angrund actually were forced, when they were forced out of Karake Peaks and they fled, they actually found some mountain realms out towards the Border Prince's realm. And that's actually where they set up camp. So if you can see, we're starting out here by the Border Princes, and Karake Peaks is actually down in this general area. So we have quite a lot of land to work through to finally capture or recapture Karake Peaks. And he's a strong offensive leader. He has a benefit to siege attacks, as well as, I believe, the siege equipment, which, come on, the dwarves, you have to love the siege equipment. He has an ancestral grudge where actually he gets almost like ancestral heroes that help him on the battlefield, up until the point where if we get Karake Peaks, I do believe they disappear. He does get Rangers early on, and Rangers are awesome. Rangers are actually an interesting dwarven unit because all dwarves prefer to live underground in mountain holds and cracks. Dwarven Rangers are actually a few, it's like one of the very few units that actually, their whole point is to operate outside of underground. They actually are meant to operate on the surface. So they're a really cool unit, which is why he gets early access to them. So let's look at his Lord Trade's unique building chain. When we finally get to Karake Peak, starts with the Ancestral Heroes, gets leadership when he's laying siege. However, I actually like this. This is what makes this the starting difficulty for this at a hard level, is that the upkeep for all, I think, all units have a plus 50% upkeep until we get to Karake Peaks, which means we really need to, you know, get on overdrive to get to Karake Peaks to really wipe this. With that, I'm actually going to do this on normal, because at this point, I do try to do some of the Let's Plays on a hard, but just because I'm getting back into this and I've been taking a long break from Total War Warhammer, and I actually want to make this a little bit more on the entertainment side versus strategic side, I'm going to leave this on normal and try to allow it to be more cinematic, because usually I'm on the strategic side of I want to micromanage every little thing so I get the best outcome to a battle. So I'm going to try to make sure I balance all that out. And with that, I won't waste any more time. Let's get into this campaign. I still love the improved loading screen stuff. One of my absolute favorite mods. As opposed to just making the standard dwarf. If it's a standard dwarf one, I'll skip it, but if it's a new one, I'll let it play. Oh, never mind, there's no cinematic. Cool. Clan Angrund is adrift, my lord, Belegar, yet hope remains. Oh, why is that not playing? The journey will be long and perilous. There is not much ground between here and your throne, and the enemies are everywhere. To the north, the treacherous and dangerous Skarsnik, self-proclaimed warlord of the Karake Peaks, moved to usurp your birthright once more. Time is of the essence. Yeah, it's really weird that there's no audio. Yet in the east, the Badland team with more greenskins and even the border princes may wish to exploit your plight. You must not relent. I now have the voice volume up, so I don't think it's that. That's weird. Though your rage and determination, the fortress of Karake Peaks shall be returned to the dwarf rule once again with you, Belegar Ironhammer, as its rightful king. And with that, okay. So let's take a look at what, basically our starting position here. Okay, so capture objective issued. The reckoning begins. The Angrund clan is beset by a tribulation. Far from their ancestral home and with little of their former power, they nevertheless cling to hope. Angrund's strength endures in Belegar. Aided by the spirits of his restless, vengeful ancestors and supported by allied clans, he will see the dwarf's glory restored. Occupy, loot, and raise 3 different settlements. We get 2,000 from it. How they play. Oh, this is new. Back AP to the very core of this campaign must be conquered. Take a note of this game effects below. Will aid you in capturing the most important of settlements. Okay, so we have +50. Leadership, start with clan ancestors. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at our little starting position here. Okay, so we gotta take that, and I'm assuming we gotta take this. Yep. Okay, so we kind of already know what the opening attack is here. Oh, we got some... Alright, so we gotta get some research going. Okay, let's see. Crack Izor. Let's see. Nice little... Oh, look at that. We even got a nice little homemade lake. That's kind of cool. Get some fishing in, get some swimming in. Alright, so let's see what we have. Okay. Warriors. Where is there? So I thought we got access to... Oh, you go away now. It'd be nice to actually see. Oh, so we do have a ranger chain. Interesting. Rangers. Bugman. Oh, that is one of the new regiments of renown. Love Bugman's Rangers. Bugman is a cool guy. He's actually known for his ale and his brewing. So I think that's really cool. I'm curious if they're going to get a morale boost because of the Bugman's ale boost. Huh. Interesting. So you can get Rangers level 1. I just was curious on their 21 missile damage. Quarrelers. 21. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. But okay, here we go. There is a Bugman's Ale effect. See the B for Bugman. So what do we get? Public order growth, kegs, and income. Well, we need the income, so we're gonna go for that. Since we have an increase to... What? Okay, so I can actually... Can I just put them all in then? Okay, so I can just embed them.
Have the forge fires glowing.
Hell, let's just...
Bunches Let us eat still.
Can't see anything wrong with a ton of melee lords. I mean, rune magic, ballistics expert. Yeah, so... Recruit Regit. Ooh, okay. I haven't played. If you couldn't tell, I haven't played this in a pretty long time. So we have 2 hammers, or 2 warriors, miners. Okay. Yep. So that's the upkeep. I actually would like to get some additional front line just in case. What are we looking at in terms of this settlement? Oh, we could take that easy. So let's just.
Lord of the Angrund.
Oh, is that because I...
Well, I will do as you ask.
I'll do this. Now, what's my garrison like? Okay, so we have... We should have enough to support that if they do come. Okay, well, we probably want... Public order would be nice for right now because we're going to have issue. Anything that helps us with income will be a big benefit. I want to do that because we're going to need... Dwarves, like, live and die by their range. So let's do that. We'll end our turn. Oh, interesting. Well... Let's just, hell, I'm going to fight this. It's going to be an easy battle, but I'm going to fight it. Plus, I love the underground stuff. I mean, it's going to be great. I'm just going to literally line all these guys up and just, ultimately, I'm going to have my standard melee infantry, you know, kind of on the backside helping my rangers out. Take my rangers, make sure they can kill off these wolf archers pretty quick. Oh, we even get a nice little... Nice little vantage point here.
War of vengeance! I will have vengeance!
Yeah, I want them really to be my front line. And I'm going to make these guys kind of my fallback point. Group them up. That looks good. And then I'll have my hammers reinforce my front line. Or reinforce my middle. Let's look at these guys. lighting, well, we are underground, so. Oh, I like the little glowy symbols on Belegar. That's really cool. We got our ethereal heroes here. Okay, let's look at. I haven't looked at the Rangers in forever. Well, never, because they actually just came out. So, with that being said, oh, they're cool looking little guys. Gotta love that. Okay, so we'll zoom out. We'll get this party started. So we're gonna take. Whoa! Why am I getting all sorts of buffs right now? I'm hoping they're just gonna run at me. Because if they're just gonna run at me, considering they're attacking, are they gonna run at me? No, they're not. Those bastards. That's weird. Oh, maybe does it count because they intercepted me? That's probably what it is. So I'm gonna shift everyone up a lot further. I'm gonna tell them, you don't need to run. I'm just gonna super fast forward this. And as we look at that, let's see what we have. Charge defense, melee expert, ballistics expert. I wonder if he actually has, does he have a, ooh, he has missile damage, awesome. Why is their health so far down? Like, why? That's really weird. Huh, who knows? I hate fighting uphill, but we're gonna have to do it. I was really hoping for them to kind of come at me here. Yeah, that's the problem. Now we can't see anything. Okay, so now we can see them. I'm going to start slowing it down here. Where is their range? Okay, here we go. Party starting. You guys gonna start firing? No, they only need to go up a little bit more.
Dwarf warriors!
Okay, so they're gonna come at me now. I'm waiting for their. Oh, there they are.
Dwarf warriors! Come on! Killers! Plow through! Ready to serve! Fight! Down!
Forgot they had both of them in. Okay, let's slow it down just for a second here. I want to get my other unit thrown up in here. Get these guys shooting at them.
Ready!
Get my hammers going off these guys.
Yes! The clans unite! Honorers, charge! Range fire! Range fire!
You guys come back, retreat a little bit. It's a little bit of a cluster, I know.
Let the vengeance begin! It is a reckoning!
No.
Killers! Move! Killers! Dorican! Vengeance! Our fire undid for the high camp! For the Scissor, what?
Here we go. Come on, on some people. Well, they're running away. Kill that guy.
For mountain and home! War of vengeance! Kill the oath splitters! Strike out! No shoddy contraptions here! Down! Kill the oath splitters!
I'm just gonna try to get them up.
Now! Give them some vengeance!
There. I'm trying. I swear I know what I'm doing. Just stop.
Move! Vengeance! This is a reckoning! Ready to serve!
Now to see if we can get them. Trying to take him out. I know we didn't lose too many, but what are you doing? Okay, well, decisive victory, not bad. Pretty good way to open up the campaign. I mean, that's really nice. 28. A range hero has tons of. Their damage is so insane. They usually get tons of. Rangers got a good bit. Miners. I'm surprised. The fact that their chief didn't get anything. That's big. But that's one nice thing about dwarves. Extremely high leadership. Very low chances of breaking. Greenskins, on the other hand, not so much. Oh, that was actually. Oh, that was our. Interesting. That was our victory condition for that. Sort of battle. That's nice. Well, yeah. What do we get if we do this? Unit experience plus 100. Ooh, leadership 10 for greenskins. Public order recruit rank. Ooh, wow. Lord recruit plus 5. Damn. That is a huge bonus. Okay, let's see here. Seen as an oath unfulfilled and a sore point for all dwarves, the loss of Clan Peats was a low point of the Clan Angrund. Since its fall, many dwarves have tried and fallen to reconquer it. Belegar is the latest of these who've dedicated his life to reclaiming this famous hold. As a direct descendant of the last ruler of Clan Peaks, Belegar and all those in his clan Angrund consider its occupation the greatest grudge. Yes, I got a little Irish there. But I feel like, you know, when you look at the dwarves, that's kind of how it is.
Lord of the Angrund!
Okay, you get out of that stance. You go there, you kill.
Kill him!
Yeah, I'm just going to auto-resolve. We're going to reclaim this one and probably call it a day. I'm going to try, and that's the other thing I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to keep...
Very well, I will do as you ask.
Ooh. Warriors of Dragon... Ooh. Speed, banner, swiftness. That's nice, considering dwarves are slow as balls.
What?
I'm just curious, how much do they cost? And what do I get? Armor and shield and anti-infantry charge defense against large foes. More leadership. They look pretty cool. Maybe we'll look in trying to get them next. Let's see. Ooh, income would be nice. That's going to give us some growth, right? That's a plus 15 growth. We actually do need the growth a lot, though. We're bringing in some money. Oh, this is a hard choice, because if we get the growth... You know, I'm going to get the money, because I don't need growth until I actually capture Zarakzil. So, we're going to take that next. I'm assuming, is there going to be, what's the garrison? Oh, 5. I can literally just march down here. I'm going to let them replenish, and then, okay, well, let's level up Belegar. So, definitely want him to be, you always need Route Marcher. Route Marcher is almost stupid not to get. Mighty Oathstone. Affects melee, expert charge defense. Oh, also, that's kind of cool, because an Oathstone for a dwarf, in Warhammer lore, an Oathstone is basically, it's, oh, how do I explain this? A dwarf champion can carry in an Oathstone into battle, plant it on the ground and stand on top of it. When he does this, he is swearing and taking an oath that he will stand and defend that oath until he dies. So it's basically like it's a dwarf's last stand. But as you can see, that's why it gives it so much benefit to a dwarf, because it's inspiring. I mean, a lot of dwarven leaders will do this in battles where there's not a lot of hope, purely just to like inspire their forces. And it does give them oaths and like kind of inscriptions and runic inscriptions for the dwarves mean a awful lot. But with that, I really want to go down. I just want to make this guy a beast, because realistically, that's what he is. He wants to just decimate people. So we're going to give him more armor, let him actually level up. I'm curious, can I level up these guys? I can. Oh, shit, they have abilities. Crap, I should have. Wow, I could have used that so much more. So that guy literally, this guy is he is a support specialist, so I should not have been throwing him in. Interesting. I was going to say, it almost looks like I can... Oh, well then. I played those all wrong. Oh, well, good to know, right? So now we actually know a little bit more for next time. But with that, I'm going to save it. Let's see. Karak 8 Peak. So we know exactly which one it is. Save. And with that, that has been our first successful episode of the King and the Warlord. Next time, we will continue our siege down in Zarskill. I actually don't know if the border princes are going to be nice enough to let us through, because if not, we are going to have to about face and... Oh, wow. These are already held by dwarves. See, this is going to be the problem we face, is that we... Not only do we have... And also, I'm playing with the non-conquer everywhere, so I can only really inhabit this mountain range, so I'd actually have to work my way across. But since it's already held by dwarves, this is gonna be hard. Like, that's the only one I can really conquer right now. Everything else, unless they lay siege to... Unless they, like, basically don't like me? I mean, they don't really like me. This is going to be interesting because
before my shield
pack. Because if the only other thing I can do is really get them... This is going to be weird to think about, because I have actually no idea how to navigate this, considering I can't claim any in this. So this is going to be an interesting one. Dwarves don't lay siege to other dwarves unless they break an oath or something like that. So I really can't say that I can just conquer them for the sake of conquering them. I'd always have to be political about it.
Come, come, kin. Let us feast and drink.
So let's just see if we can get... okay, how about military access? Well, I'm right now just trying to improve my relations with them. And usually if you can get one of these going, it helps. But with that, we'll just say more to think about for next time. So I have been Atomic Zero of Addicted to Loot. Thank you for joining me. And please join me again for the next episode of The King and the Warlord.